Hello, I'm back. Really strange that I'm doing this frequently, jumping on and doing these uploads. It's not usually my intention to be coming back and forth like this all the time on YouTube. So please know that I have much better things to be doing with my time. But it is what it is. And I have opened up my platform to the public. So I am now taking readings for clients all over the world. Okay. Generally, if you know me, I'm a very private person. I've been self-employed for nearly 14 years in whatever ways I have been able to sustain that. And I've had quite a great level of success there. Back a few months ago, I opened up my books and I said I will be taking in Nal Chart Reports. Now, that is a 40 to 60 minute MP3 recording of me looking at your chart, analyzing it, tuning into the energies, and producing a M3P recording that you get, you download it, you keep it. This is where I have to come in again. I need to get people to understand, because what I do, if your energy comes to me and it's weak and it's confusing and you bring in these questions and there's this big, long, epic, a thing, I love a good backstory, okay? And I like context to the questions. But when it comes to a question, this is where I'm trying to get to my point. When it comes to a question, it needs to be one sentence. That's it. Will my boyfriend get back with me? That's a question. I don't want long, drawn out things. One of the reasons why most humans are getting zero success is because you are distracted. It is because your energies are scattered. It's because you are unfocused. It's because you're on your fucking phone all the time, scrolling and watching, and your brain's all over the shop. Guys, if you had an ounce of common sense, if you were somewhat intelligent, which most people sadly are around a child level of intellect, you would know that it's all there for a reason. The algorithm is there to control you. It's to make you dumb. It's to program you. Any level of psychologist that is of some level of credibility, that's intelligent enough to know that, would already know. Okay? So that being said, when you get to me, I can't help you if you don't know what you want. I can't help you if you don't know what you're communicating. Say, for example, you wanted something from God or the universe, or you wanted to even conduct some level of ritual or spell. The reason why you will always have zero success with your spell casting or any level of asking for what you're asking for is because your intention and your will behind the intention is too weak. It's because you're not fully in it. You're half-assing it, okay? So I need you to understand it. In life, you can't fucking half-ass anything. It's full body commitment. There are no excuses. When people say, I don't have the energy, I don't have the time, you don't want it bad enough. That's it, that end, case closed. The reason most people will never be wealthy, the reason why most of you will never have wealth or be a millionaire is because you're making it a big fucking deal. That's why. Okay, you've already decided it's too hard, can't do it. Well, then shut the fuck up, because no one else is going to do it for you. I can't do anything for you. If you want to bring a partner back into the relationship and you're kind of we'll see how we go, we'll see how it goes. Nothing's going to go. I want you to understand, only dead fish go with the flow. Whenever I hear that line, see how we go with the flow, that is the mothership of red flags, straight for the block button. Whenever I meet someone who's bisexual, I'm in the middle, I like boys and I like girls, block. Anyone who doesn't know what they want, that sits in the middle, I'm in but I'm out, but I don't know, but I do know, but I think I do, bye. because this time that we have here is very limited. There is no middle ground. This isn't me saying there's only black and white. Of course, there's different shades in between, but mostly, yes. I hate to break it to you, life is black and white. There is life and there is death. There is for and there is against. So your willpower is determined by how far you are on that side. Do you get it? I'm giving you the answer. I'm giving you the cheat code right now to life. So if you well and truly wanted something, you would get out of your own way and you would find your goal, because your goal is connected to who you are, because what you want is who you are. So if you don't know what you want, that means you don't know who you are. Can't help you with that, sorry. And then you get motivated, whatever way that is, whether it is revenge, whether you want to get revenge through success, I get it. Most of us do, right? Whether you want to prove them wrong, whether you want that lover, whatever you want, that money, then you have to remove the resistance within you to do that, to close the gap between that thing and that person. There's no way around it. There is no ifs and buts. There is no middle ground in the magical world. There is no middle ground in the spiritual world. The spiritual world works in absolutes. It does not work with half-assing it, being in the middle, see how we go. Like, this is why I don't have any Geminis and I don't really have any Libras in my life. Astrologically speaking, you're already looking at a human that is indifferent on some level. Okay, think about it this way. I'm trying to make this as simple for people to understand as possible. And I'm getting passionate about this because it's wasting my time. It's wasting your time. And I don't play games. In a fight or in a battle, the person that goes the furthest first wins. That's a fight. That's a competition. When someone's in a swimming event, a running event, the person that goes there first wins. In life, the biggest energy wins. This whole love wins, it doesn't win. Love will get you shot in the head. Listen to me. If you are playing around with the left-hand path, if you're working with the demons, if you're working with the angels, the angelic realm, you need to choose a side and be loyal to that team. There is no in the middle. In the middle ground is where things go to die. That's the comfort zone. And in the middle ground, how would you think if you were an angel and you've been working with the angels and then one day you go, I don't feel like it. I'm just going to go over to the other side and see if I can have some level of success on the other side. How do you think the demons are going to take you on? Because you can't lie to the spiritual world, because the spiritual world is in the realm of the mind. So if you're not really, really wanting something, then the spiritual world already knows that, because energy can't lie. Vibration can't lie. I can tell you something that is untrue, but that's just a word. Energy behind the force is what makes it real. So if you're not energized, if you don't have the passion and the determination and the willpower to push something through into this world, thank fuck my moon is in Aries, as you could probably tell. I've got a lot of fire and passion and energy, and that has to go somewhere. Thank fuck I can do that. And thank fuck I'm blessed. I'm so grateful to the Godhead, because I'm so fucking blessed with my power. Because as a Sagittarian, I'm only interested in telling the truth. As an Aries, I'm only interested in getting to the bottom of things, getting all the red tape out of the way and keeping it really fucking simple, which is what I'm doing in this upload right now. Fire, passion, determination, and willpower is what gets things across the line. It's what keeps you in the course to not drop out. What's keeping you in the marathon. Okay, so you have to get very, very specific about what you want. And it's one sentence on a petition of paper. That's it. Anything more than that is just dribble. All right, so when you write into me and you want something and you're not really in it, I can tell that. I can read energy. I can look at your face and you give me something to play off and work with. If you are spiritually filthy and you're trying to come to me to try and use me to get information about your new sugar daddy or about your how you can use someone else, I'm not going to provide you with information that's going to basically be tracked back to me. I'm not doing that, because when you have levels of information in the astral world, what I share to people is giving you a key. Now, think of it this way. If I had a key to getting whatever I want, or to the astral world on some level, do you think I'm going to go and get that key cut for everyone else to use? No, never. That's why whenever I see something on YouTube or Instagram about join my course and we'll make you a millionaire and follow my thing, that's called a Ponzi scheme. How could anyone be so stupid not to see that? If you were in an industry that you were dominating, you're too busy dominating the industry. You're not going to be interested in sharing how you got into that particular line of work and educating people and empowering them to become a competitor in your own industry. Do you understand? Like when I see people doing drop shipping, when I see people doing how to set up an Instagram store, how to set up certain things, and then they're trying to teach people, the only way they're making money out of that is by trying to take that money or take the idea of how to make the money and then put it into some level of like educational package that they're selling on a mass level, which indicates that what they're selling is already weak. When you have the keys, you're not going to share that with people. That's why when it comes to the word occult, it means secret. It means you keep your fucking mouth shut. If I found a proven formula, I'm not going to share that with anyone. I might take a couple of people around me that I love, close to me. I might share the success of it with them or help them get their goals by sharing bits and pieces here. But I'm not going to hand over the key to other people and go get it cut. I'm not doing that. That's why I want you to understand that everyone's path is different. There is no key for everyone just to get cut and then you follow because it's going to be nice and easy for you. I really hate to break it to you, but in the modern world that we're living in, unearned value is competing with earned value. And people are too stupid to understand the difference. And that's why we are coming into the final epoch of the human consciousness, because they're programmed. The programming in the brain is so extreme from being logged into these platforms from such a young age now. I don't see any way out of this. And anyone who had a lick of common sense would see that and know that as well. We're not going back to before social media. It's not going to happen. We're going to live out the life that we have, make the most of it, which is what I'm planning on doing. And then I get to move on from the astral world or from this world into another realm, not coming back here again. All right. So that's my take on it. And I'm just trying to help you because it prevents you from wasting my time. It prevents you from wasting your time. I give very, very simple instructions. Like we're talking, Adam, like what? Preschool level instructions. What is your name? What is your date of birth? Where were you born? What time were you born? What are your 3 questions? Simple sentences, and that's it. Any requests for you to you've got to understand, I can see where your intention is coming from when you present yourself to me in the astral world. When you stand before me in the astral world, it's not just here in the physical world. You're standing before me on a cracked mud floor with cloudy sky above you, and it's a different plane that I can bring you to without you knowing that, whether you know it or not. I can see you. I can feel you. I can smell you. Okay, and so can the astral world as well. This is not a game. It's not a toy. So that's why I limit my time with my clients. After our exchange is done, it's done. That's it. If you want to book me again, you book me again. It's a service. It's a paid service. We're not friends. For the time that I'm connecting to you, that's what I give you. If you want something that's dramatized, if you want something that is over embellished and over exaggerated, then go find someone else. Sadly, spirituality has just been reduced to entertainment, all right? It just has. So sometimes there isn't really fuck all going on in your world because you're not making it like in your own world. You're doing nothing in your own world. Now you want some special reading that you're special. What are you doing other than watching YouTube videos? Are you practicing? Are you dedicating your life? How long have you been following your deity? How long have you been practicing? There is no cheat sheets. It is a learnt skill to manifest something. You have to get out of the programming. So that being said, I've put in a lot of this and I'm trying to come in hard, and I know this sounds hard, but there's no way around it. I want to help you, but I can't help you if you don't know who you are, what you want. You're useless to me and yourself. Go figure yourself out. I can't do it for you. Unfortunately, at this point, at some stage, you have to actually grow up and become an adult and really get to a mindset where everything is your fault. And until you get that mindset, nothing's going to change in your life. Too bad for you. And the spiritual world doesn't give a fuck. You'll just have to probably come back and do it again in another life. And won't that be fun? All right, so I can't say it any more clear. Please listen to this fucking podcast. Share it with someone. And I don't know how any other way to describe it. If you approach me and I reject you, it's because of these reasons. It's as simple as that. I reserve the right of who I share my knowledge with. I reserve the right of who I share my energy with. And so I prove that to people when I just refund their money straight back to them. Okay, this isn't rocket science. I'm not ping-ponging with you sitting on the emails. Why? Because I would rather be down at the beach. I'd rather, with the little time that we have left now, I'd rather be at the pub. I'd rather be painting a painting. I'd rather be at the gym. I'd rather be doing something that is of value and interest to me beyond me pandering to a child. Okay? Now, I do understand that in this world, there is no arbitrary line, which is something that I will give most humans in their defense, especially Americans. A lot of you are children mentally. You're a baby. You're a child. You're an infant. You're so fucking selfish and stupid that you can't understand that there's other people's needs outside of your own needs. Okay? So it's really crazy, but that's the world that we have seemingly come to in the modern world. All right? With the Gen X's coming out of that into the Gen Alphas or whatever the fuck. That's where we're at. So there is no arbitrary line, like I said, where people actually get to a point where they cross over into becoming an adult. A lot of the modern day world, the average intelligence is like adolescence. And now you're having a baby and now you're procreating. Scary stuff. Terrifying. We've got babies making babies. All right. They haven't developed the skill sets to be a parent on any level. They can't even look after themselves and they're having fucking babies. So at some point, yes, there isn't really a cutoff point for the inner child. And we all have an inner child. I have one too. But I can't let the inner child run the show. I have to be an adult. I have to take ownership because I know it sounds crazy to explain to explain this to people, but the point of life is responsibility. Sorry, the point of life is taking ownership for yourself and your behavior. At some point, you're going to have to get out of the victim and the blaming and get on with how do I heal myself? How do I fix myself? No one's coming to save me. How do I save myself? Oh, I'll reach out to this Goliath guy and see if he can help me. If you're not ready yet, I can't get you there. Sorry, not happening. I have no empathy for you. I have no shame. I have no guilt. I don't have to engage it. I'm not entertaining it. Don't care. That's where I come from. When you bring yourself to me and you're authentic and it's genuine and you have full body commitment to what you are doing and what you are saying, now we can work with something. It's the same thing for someone who's living in a lie, not being able to tell the truth. I can't do anything for you until you tell the truth. As soon as you tell the truth, you will be free. I love that line. As soon as you tell the truth, you'll be free to go. Not telling the truth, denying truth. I hate to break it to you, but part of this whole karmic thing in this reality is actually one way or another, it always comes out. Sideways, backwards, explodes within, it happens, trust me. There's no getting off the hook. You have to just process what we have. And I can't stand victim mentality. And then you tell someone the truth and then they go, but you're being mean, blah. Just fucking where. All right? Just grow up. There's no other way around it. Lots of love. Be true to yourself. I can tell. Believe me, I can fucking tell.